Well, real excited the way our football team finished the game. I tell you, I thought our guys played good football, yet we weren't able to cash in and get the points on the board from an offensive standpoint. It seemed like we moved the ball up the field, and we just weren't able to put it in the end zone and come away with points. And defense was playing stellar football from the start. So I was very encouraged by that. But in the second half, we came out, and I know we got some points, but in the late third, fourth quarter, things started to change, and that can be very frustrating to a team when you feel like you've played better and you have more yardage and you outplayed your opponent, and two big mistakes really hurt you. The two turnovers, I think, hurt us the most. The scoop and score by Wyoming, and then Joe's scramble. Probably saw me talk to him afterwards, but he had his hands out here and instead of two hands on the ball, and they did a nice job coming over and stripping the football. And so they got the ball, and then they surged ahead in the game, and I think just over 4 minutes left. And that's where you really got to dig down deep and see what do you have in your tank, because emotionally you can be totally spent. Like, oh, roll your eyes and, oh, here we go, and we this is going to be a tough one. But I'm so proud of our guys, the resiliency, the determination of them to finish strong, and really pleased. And when I called upon Austin to kick that field goal, 4th and 10, a 50-yarder, I wiped out in my mind the previous two kicks that he had attempted and just went with the guy I know and what I see in practice, and I just felt we had better odds to kick the field goal and do it. And he nailed it right down the middle, great height over the defenders, and nailed it. And then they got a big play on offense, but just not big enough, and it was a little beyond their range, and their kicker made it. And just look up to the heavens and say thank you, we get overtime out of this. And when we got into overtime, I was just so proud of our guys. They played hard, and offense, we moved it down nice the field and threw a nice touchdown pass to Tyler Winston. It was great, Joe and Tyler connecting. And then defense is so good to see. They finished in the same fashion they started the game off, just boom, 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 stopping them, and 4th down rush, and we tackled them short of the first down, game over. And just really proud of our football team winning on the road. This is a long trip in Wyoming, and just proud of our guys, and we're ready to move forward with that, open it up to questions.
The win helps mask some of the things that happened, but you're not being able to cash in on so many opportunities. I mean, yeah. I'm sure you felt like going into the fourth quarter, you guys had given up 73 yards. You probably felt like you guys should have been dominating that game.
Yeah, we did, and that can be frustrating for a team. And I tell you what, our defensive guys have a great attitude. When the offense comes off the field with maybe it's a missed field goal or field goal, guys like Christian Tago and Travis Rosidi are just, it's okay, coach, we're going to get you the ball right back. Attitude is everything, effort is everything, and those guys just really, our defensive players continuing to grow and get better and just play awesome football. And like I said earlier, we finished in the same fashion of dominant defensive football that we started off the game. And start fast, finish faster, we say, and our guys certainly came through.
Christian, to get in there and get the tackle for the loss there. It had been a frustrating second half for you guys. What did that feel like to be able to make that play?
I actually thought it was 3rd down. That's why I didn't celebrate after the tackle. I looked back and I saw the team running on the field. I was like, oh, it was 4th down. But, it's an amazing feeling. It's really a testament to how good our defense is, how we stuck together throughout that phase of the game. They could have made that field goal and it could have been the end of the game, but you don't get second chances, and I'm glad we took advantage of that second chance we got.
Travis, for this defense to be resilient like that, you guys started off so dominant. They gashed you there in that fourth quarter. But what did you guys have to do to kind of just suck it up and find a way to get it done?
Well, like myself and Christian here, I think we have a really mature and professional group. I think we handle our business day in, day out, and like you said, resiliency. We just go out there and we play fundamental football. We hustle to the ball, and we just tackle well, and we try to fulfill our jobs. And I think that if you keep doing that consistently, then good things are going to come from it.
Just why don't you keep the rest of your questions?
Okay. red zone, getting touchdowns and all that kind of stuff was a struggle. You guys were able to get a couple late, but is there anything specific you're seeing on when you guys get down there that you guys are struggling at?
Yeah, I think a couple penalties got us that really set us back, and we have to look at the film. We have to make sure, hey, we got to be smart. I know we had a touchdown called back that could have won the football game, and apparent high-low. Those kinds of things, I think it comes from a good intention of guys fighting, competing, and wanting, and so that's good. I can't question that side. We just have to look back and fine tune some things and clean them up so that we don't negate big plays that we make, because we did make some big plays that got called back, and that's tough.
You're only the second overtime win in school history. What can a game like this, despite some things that you need to clean up, what can a game like this do for you guys?
Well, it's a huge boost because confidence, the excitement in the locker room, and that confidence of knowing that when you never quit and you never give up and you're always competing, good things happen. And I think it can gain some momentum. A second win in a row, big on the road. This is our first win on the road this year, and let alone a Mountain West on the road win. So that's just big for our team, for our confidence, and they get some momentum going. We know that we have a good team, and despite early on what the record showed, I believe in these young men. I believe in our team, and I told them if we stay the course and keep doing what we're doing and plodding away, I think we'll have a good season. So very encouraged the fight, the finish that this team came through today.
Another 477 yards of offense, I think it was. Since Joe's taken over, you guys are, I think, averaging around 480, something like that, on offense. What can you say about, maybe not scoring as many points as you would like, but the way the offense has been moving the ball?
Well, I'm proud. Joe, as we remember, this is only his third start, and I think he's continuing to get better each game. He had a nice game today. A couple touchdowns called back, or at least one was, and 4 minutes left, and he drives the team down to a field goal. I called him Joe Cool in the locker room in front of the team. They loved it, and he probably got a new nickname moving forward. But he's just well-liked. He's a leader, and he has a good feel for the game, and that's what makes good quarterback play. He knows when to escape the pocket. He knows when to step up in the pocket and make the throw, and he's continuing to get better as he's playing more football.
I mean, you look at how he closed both halves, getting the touchdown 3 seconds ago in the first half. Obviously, that's huge. Touched the field goal at the end, and then in the overtime, it's got nice to see that. Absolutely, it's
a good point. The both halves were finished in strong fashion, and that takes leadership, and that takes players believing in the quarterback, and I was really encouraged by that. And I think we can clean up some things. Obviously, we know offensively, defensively, special teams, but it was a great win and on a tough road, high altitude here, and our guys just kept playing hard and finishing through it.
And Jared Lawson did not make the trip.
Right.
As best you can you address that situation?
Yeah, Jared Lawson, I had to suspend from the team, and it's going to be 6 games. He will be able to come back. We'll still have a game left, regulation, and then also hopefully a bowl game. But we just have rules and regulations, and unfortunately, those things we just have to hold our players accountable. But we love Jared. He's part of our team, and he'll continue to work hard as a scout team member for us and give our defense a good look every day. And when he's ready to come back, we'll welcome him back.
2 suspensions in 1 year. How disappointing is that for a guy who was such a key cog on this team last
year? It's all a learning curve. These are young men, and my bottom line is that we grow and develop so that when we finish college, we move on and we can embrace, we can move on and succeed beyond college. And sometimes lessons are painful to learn, but in the bigger picture, it's the right thing to do, and it's a tough lesson because these young men love playing the game of football, and you take the game away, and it's a tough blow. But I think in the longer picture, Jared's still a young player, and he'll have a lot of football left to play, and he's going to help this team this year. It might be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but he's going to help our team.
So who got you wet?
Fernando pulled me. You can't push against the 6'7", 330-pound offensive lineman, but he got me. But it felt good. But ice bath never felt so good. So it was well worth it. All right, guys, thank you.
How much can this help build momentum for this team? A loss today would have been really tough to swallow, I'm sure.
Thank you. This is huge. When you finish a game in this fashion, it's going to be huge no matter what your record is this season. An overtime win is just something that you dream of, playing overtime. You know, we know both sides of the ball, both teams get a chance to score. And after our offense score, you know, our defense just latched together. I think it's just like we said earlier, it's a testament to how strong our defense is and how tight-knit of a group that we are.
How nervous were you guys on their final field goal attempt?
Not nervous. We just had to do our job, and we did that. And you know, maybe Mother Nature helped us out, or something, the wind, or something. But you know, like Christian said earlier, we were given a second chance, and we took full advantage of that. And I couldn't be more proud of my teammates.
You know, Austin was probably down on himself after missing a couple. How big was that to see him deliver?
Well, I told him before the kick, I told him it's just like when you were a little boy, just kick the ball, you'll make it. And he said thank you, and he went and did it. And you know, he's feeling good right now, and we're all feeling good, and I'm very thankful for that kick.
Well, up until that last kick, I'm sure you were a little down on yourself. What did you have to say to yourself? What did you have to do to kind of get yourself right and make that kick?
Honestly, I didn't have to say nothing to myself. It was my teammates, man. They came up, everyone, probably ever since like 5 minutes to go, everyone kept coming up to me and saying, man, we believe in you. You got this. If it comes down to you, you got this. And like that really brought me up and made me feel better about when I went out there for that 50-yarder.
I mean, obviously on that final drive, you're hoping you guys get a touchdown, so you get win right there.
Yeah.
But just kind of what's going through your mind as they're driving down, and you know, you're hoping at the very least you get a chance.
Yeah, like you said, like I'm hoping we score, but at the same time in my head, I gotta tell myself I'm hoping we go for the field goal because I gotta get ready for that. And I mean, I just knew I wasn't gonna let my team down for the third time that game. And I missed 2 already, so I wasn't gonna miss the third one.
You know, you went out there kind of early on the field while everyone was still huddling, and you just kind of, what were you doing at that point? What were you saying to yourself? What were you doing there?
I kind of like went back to the basics a little bit. I kind of like my freshman and sophomore year, I stayed to myself, and like this year I take it on myself, trying to be more of a positive guy, a leader, talking on the sideline, stuff like that. But I kind of stayed to myself and focused, and I really got my mental right.
Yeah, you know, what did anything particular go wrong on the first 2 misses?
Just nothing went wrong. Just me missed.
Yeah, I mean, I know the hope last week making the 4, you know, was to kind of get yourself going again. A little bit of a setback, but you know, making a 50-yarder to tie the game in the final minute, is that kind of just another? You hope this gets you?
Yeah, I mean, it's good for confidence, but I gotta get myself right. We're midway through the season, and I don't know what my percentage is, but it's not good. So I gotta get myself right and focus during practice and all that.
You know, what does a win like this do for the team?
Oh, man, it's amazing. I love in the locker room, everyone laughing, smiling, jumping around, dancing. That's the best. I mean, hopefully we can keep this going and rolling on.
Just the way you guys drew it up, right, Joe?
Yeah, fight hard for it.
Just what can you say about the final drive to get the field goal and then throwing that touchdown in overtime?
It shows our team's resiliency. I really enjoy playing with these guys. You know, it's just a great feeling being out there with them. Everybody kept fighting, and that's all you can ask for from your teammates. Just keep fighting to the buzzer ends.
Yeah, you guys were dominating the game for so long, but everywhere kind of but the scoreboard. You know, to be able to kind of shake off some of that frustration and be able to win it in the end, how tough was that to do? What did you guys have to do to kind of be able to suck it up?
It wasn't tough at all. Coach Malley always preaches to us, don't ride the roller coaster. Our team is big on that. We try not to be too high or be too low. We try to save and kill and find out the positives. And there's a lot of great things that happen even when things were stalling for us.
You know, Coach said he called you Joe Cool in the locker room. You know, the touchdown with 3 seconds left in the first half. You know, big drive to end the game, big drive in overtime. What is it about you that you're able to deliver in those kind of key moments?
Again, talks with Coach Malley throughout my time here. He's always told me to stay the course, don't ride the roller coaster. You know, I love Coach Malley. He's my second father.
Tyler, the catch to win it there. You know, you had to fight off a defender. Kind of what happened on that play in your eyes?
You know, I just was out there singled up with the corner. As you can see, the whole game was a little bit bigger than him, so I know if Joe put the ball up in the air, I could go over the top of it, come down with it.
What does a win like this do for you guys? I mean, this is a game you guys had to have, and you guys found a way to do it.
Even though we should have like been up ahead more than we were. I'm glad the way it finished out because it just brought our guys together even more, and it was just a great win. Definitely when we needed, and now I think we're ahead in the conference now.
Hansel, the touchdown, a play where Joe's just trying to make something happen, and you had to go get it. What did you see happening on that play? What did you have to do to adjust and get that ball?
Well, part of the play, I was telling Joe, I was like he's playing inside of me. He's throwing it over the top, and then I guess something happened with the snap, and then I saw him roll out, and I was like, I need to come back to the ball. Because Coach Malley preaches back, don't get undercut, come back to the ball. I just came back to the ball. He put it in the right spot, and came down with it.
For you guys on that final drive, to get the field goal, what was kind of going through your minds in the huddle, on the field, especially when it was getting a little dicey there?
Well, I knew we had the ability to go down there and score, and the corners I felt like to myself we couldn't be covered. I felt like we'd go down there, score a touchdown, which we did, but some things happened, and then we came up, made for it, the field goal, so we can't complain about that.